right. Are y'all ready? Right here. Yay! Shout out to everybody. Listen, before we get this show started, we have to let you guys know that we are doing our live show yet again for the people. Okay, we're doing it again for you guys. A lot of you guys are requesting that we do it again, so we are doing just that. So definitely get your tickets. You can find all details, the tickets, everything over on Eventbrite. All right, the date is there, September 26th. So make sure you guys tiptoe over there. Go ahead and get your ticket so you could be in the building with us. All right. Did I miss anything? Is there anything else, ladies, before we come on screen?
I don't think so. Go snatch them early bird tickets up. We got a couple of them.
Okay.
Yes. All right. We are here. We are here. Oh, wow. But it seemed like it's been longer than a week. Is it like we was just here last week, but it seemed like it's been like 2 weeks. So I don't know. And you know what else? I was looking for something in the messages. I was trying to find that girl you showed me the full figure Instagram. Yes. I ended up finding her and I was like going through the messages trying to see. And I think I came across the video of Egypt. Remember, Egypt was in the kitchen and she was threatening to go against Krishan Rock. Or she was not threatening, but asking. And why was that like in February or January? And I said, wait a minute. January, February. So that didn't happen in April? Why is the year going by so damn fast? I don't know if anybody else is feeling that.
Time war.
But it is zooming by. I thought that just happened. And it's like, damn, that was like early February, late January. I'm like, what's really going on? So I just had to highlight that because it's a lot.
I forgot what year we was in today, honestly. I was looking in the corner of my laptop. I was like 2026. And my mom like, it's 2025.
I don't be knowing sometimes what day it is, or knowing what day it is stresses me out. It's very weird. The time is different now.
Yeah. I don't know what's going on. You know what else is different? I have to get into this, y'all. Because we just got to talk about it. I have to get into the Polygamist, right? Mm-hmm. This was weird because I just want to say this before we get into talking about it. They weren't giving you really timestamps of how long ago things happened. They only did it once when they were like 2 years later or something like that, or 1 year later or whatever. And I'm like, why we couldn't get that throughout the season to begin with? Because I'm trying to figure out when Jonah started messing with old girl. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I saw a lot of people talking about this too over on Threads, and it was a lot of conversation. And I meant to, get some screenshots and stuff so we could talk about it, but it's so much that we could talk about it ourselves without some of their opinions because they're all the same. But this was really good. For the people that don't know, this story is about a woman named Joyce, her husband, Jonah. They share about 3 children together, and there's a lot of deception that brings about multiple wives. Okay. It's a lot that's going on. And I don't even want to call one of the people like a kid, but it's really a kid in my eyes, even though she was like of age. You know what I'm saying?
Lindani.
Yes,
Lindani. Is that the daughter's friend?
Yes.
Yeah, girl.
Oh my gosh. I'm on episode 5 where they just had the wedding. 4. They just had the wedding. So I'm at the beginning of the deception.
Okay. I predicted a lot of stuff, though, I will say. Now, how Joyce ended up doing that layup / dunk or whatever at the end, I wasn't expecting that. But who it was, when I will say this, the things that I pretty much knew. I knew about Sarah. Before Sarah exposed that, I was like, oh, yeah, that's that. I did not know about Sarah's mom, right? I did not know how that came about or none of that. But I knew about Sarah. I also knew about Lindani. When Lindani was talking to the sister and she said, oh, Bonds will never cheat on me or whatever. And she said, he's not like my dad. And the girl said, yeah, I know. And she turned around. The moment she went to throw up in the bathroom, I said, she pregnant by that girl daddy. Ooh. I knew it. And when he was sitting in the office watching her dance, I was like, well, he was watching her dance, but then he was sitting in the office on his laptop. I was wondering if he was watching her dance from the party. They never showed that, but I was thinking that he was probably mesmerized or whatever.
Yeah, when they walked in, she was on top of the counter dancing.
Yeah. The last lady that came to the house, I said, dang, she looks so familiar. I was like, did I see her in another movie or something? Not realizing I already saw her earlier in the episode. And I'm watching it. I said, I hope she was the one that gave him that pack. I hope she was the one that gave him that pack. I said, because I didn't want the other ladies to have had it.
I have to ask a question.
But he had to pay. And
it's going to be a spoiler. But now that y'all saying all this, it's making me think. Y'all remember when Joyce went to jail and she met the girl and the girl said that the dude was cheating on her and gave her HIV or something?
Yes.
Is she talking about Joyce's husband?
We just gonna spoil it. Y'all just gonna. Oh no, she wasn't talking about Joyce's husband.
But does that come back into the play?
It will. It will. For sure. We're gonna have to spoil it if we talking about it. What's going on, Alex, honey? Hey. What's up? So they got these kids. He ends up meeting this chick at work who is obviously preying on him after messing with the brother. They go on, they, get it in or whatever the case is. He leaves his family for like a year.
But wait, hold up. Did you notice that the day he went and started fucking with Matipa, however it's pronounced, child?
That's it. I think that's it.
Is when Joyce was in the hospital having a third baby. That nigga left the hospital.
Do you hear me?
To go and fuck Matipa. It was crazy. It was crazy. I was like, she's still in the hospital, son. You couldn't wait for her to get home?
Do you hear me? That's so crazy. And it just shows he was such an addict that it was ridiculous. Freedom got on my nerves. I did not like Freedom. At the beginning part of the movie, he was just too much of a drunk all over the place. I'm like, who is this man? You about to send Menzie down the wrong road? Like, you are bothering me. By the end of the show, he ate his mama up. I'm so sorry. He ate her up at that table.
He did. And honestly, I feel like I also blame Jonas for how he showed up, because I feel like you ignored that little boy. And you ignoring him is why he is basically a jester. Like, he's always drunk and joking and making a mess of things. And I think it's to get the attention that nobody's giving him, because he's not Jonas' son. Because even with Sarah, like the way they treated Sarah, and girl, the way Essie was sitting on the fucking floor looking at that nigga while he ate that plate of food, and he don't never claim your daughter. She made me mad.
Girl. But Essie has always been the bottom BIT. Remember when they grew up, she literally would help him out with the different women he would be dealing with.
Gave him the money to go to school. Gave him the money to go to school. And then he kept her a secret. Pregnant at the same time that Joyce was pregnant. That shit was crazy.
What was crazier was Joyce seeing the man in the store. She asking who she is. And he like, oh, this my brother wife. This my brother girl. He just asked me to come to the store to help her out. It's like, Joyce, you didn't want to see what the hell was going on. You didn't want to see it.
Because it was obvious in that moment.
And what was confusing too was like, why did I understood part of why she stayed in it for so long, because she did make her marriage her brand, right? So she would make money off of her marriage. But also at the same time, it was like, didn't he get money from your family?
Yes, like, it was her daddy.
Yeah, so it's like, why are y'all treating Joyce as if she's broke, as if she's Essie in a sense, when she already got bread, had bread, and he wouldn't be who he is literally if it wasn't for her. Yeah, I didn't like that part. I'm like, damn, not Essie, but damn Joyce. But I loved it. I thought that she was a bit crazy to say that she wanted the other girl, Matipa, to be the sister wife. But then it's like, you knew you couldn't get rid of her, so you had to bring her in, especially with her being pregnant with the twins. And Jonah would really get on my nerves with, like, he had no attachment to his children at all.
No.
So that was foreshadowing at the wedding when she said, we're practically sisters. There was foreshadowing that they're going to be sister wives.
Yeah. It actually, and I wanted them to get along. I did, because me personally, I don't see anything wrong, since men like to hoard wealth. If you are right with it, girl, then why not? It is more than one woman having their children taken care of. Like, that girl needed help. Her mom left because her mom was mad at the situation. Like, I honestly was happy that Joyce was like, your children are safe with me. Like, I was happy for all, to be honest, because I just think it helped. It helped the situation out that she took that approach. But at the same time, I feel like Matipa still got played at the end. You still got played like a motherfucker because you wasn't even the second wife, bitch. You was the third wife.
That's what was crazy.
You was the third wife.
That was, and Sarah was so, I was like, Sarah, you definitely got a little bit of your daddy in you. Like, why are you despising your older sister? I can't think of what her name is. Pume. Yeah. Why are you despising her? She didn't get to choose her daddy. If it was up to her, he probably wouldn't even be her damn daddy.
No, she didn't like him. Honestly, I really identify with her character. She is what made it way more realistic to me, especially like at the end when she was at the funeral and stuff. Like she had this energy about her, like, man, I can't stand these fucking people. And honestly, I understood it so much, like what it means to have a father that is basically like a, malignant narcissist, but also he has his, redeeming qualities that everybody holds on to for dear fucking life. And they use that as a reason for why they still love the, the person. I understood that.
Yeah.
I understood.
Yeah. I like the moment. This sounds bad, but like I think they had just gotten into it with the dad. I can't remember which one it was, but when she went into her room at the end and she started cutting up the pictures and she was sitting on the floor, then her brother came in there and he was just there with her in that moment. I don't know why that just really meant a lot. It almost made me tear up, like just having you there in that moment. Like, don't say too much, don't put your hands on me too much, but just sit here. And it kind of seemed like he was letting her know, I feel exactly what you feel. Menzie, yep.
I also like that he was the one that went to see Matipa's babies. Like he was, he was like, I want to see my little sisters, and actually helped her with the babies and shit.
That was
like that. Yeah, it was. Yeah, it has so many like good moments. It was, I feel like a very realistic story. The people on TikTok were saying it's actually, there's a family out there in South Africa that everybody knows that is very similar to this.
I wouldn't be surprised at all. They are saying that this came from a book a few years ago, and it's just now coming to Netflix. Shout out to them.
Listen, let me go put that on my Audible, okay?
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. I was like, dang, this is good. What was sad, even though Matipa left, and I was here for her getting the hell out of Dodge, but the way them girls didn't know who the hell she was.
Listen, she couldn't do nothing.
And can I say, I have to, baby, we have to give the credit to the makeup artist over there in South Africa, because the way he looked dead to the casket.
Listen,
I'm talking about dead to the. I said, y'all better go ahead, honey. But Essie knew she was wrong taking that lady husband and trying to bury him over there. Essie really got on my nerves the last part of the show.
Crazy.
I'm like, how do you lie in her face this whole time and then think that you get to do what you want? Because true enough, you knew him longer, but you weren't the first wife.
And you didn't demand any of that either. You let that lie happen. That's why you don't have the room to come up here right now demanding shit. Because bitch, you should have been demanding when that nigga was alive.
So Joy wasn't the first wife either?
No, Joyce is the first wife.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Was the secret second wife, but he was with Essie first. Essie is from his village. Like she was with him, like back when they were in like high school. Essie would lie to girls for him. He would be behind the wall with one girl, another girl would come.
She was the bottom bitch.
She's the bottom bitch.
Right. The bottom bitch.
Gosh.
Yes. That's why I said she was sitting on the floor, watching him eat a plate of food and then let him fuck her out and give her gonorrhea. Girl, it's
how let Donnie, what's crazy is how she sat up there in Moompi's, I think it's Moompy, sat up in this girl's face talking about a 45-year-old man, and you literally having conversations with this girl about her own daddy.
Pume, yeah. The Emily Island.
Pume.
I had to figure that out.
I'm like, girl, because when I don't know, I just started piecing together stuff. I was like, that girl messing with her daddy. I said, I just wouldn't be surprised because he's so much of a freak.
Yeah, nah, that shit
completely freaked out.
When she put out them fucking underwear, I was just like, girl, oh my God, not you getting fucked out by this old ass man with hips. You like hips. Ugh, girl.
My girl got him though. So shout out to Joyce. She definitely got what she wanted at the end of the day. I don't think it needed season 2. I saw people talking about a season 2. I really think it's good because where do they go? I don't want to see Menzie like his daddy, even though, because like, why would you even go to the bathroom with that girl after the fact?
Because he always wanted her. That's why. Because he always wanted her. Men are stupid.
It's like, does he know how his daddy died though?
He do.
Well, hopefully
They
he
don't
gives
care. I feel like
something.
they don't have the same energy about HIV anymore. Like
Yeah.
they know they can get on, they know they can take a pill and everybody will be all right. Cause she got it and she on a pill.
Yeah, and he
Might
wants
be
to take his
undetected.
medicine. Yeah.
Mm.
Talk about his brother. Talking about McGish.
Makesh.
Makesh.
Makesh is the brother. I
I
like
mean,
Makesh.
in the end, I ended up liking him.
When he
He
kicked that
was
nigga out
wrong
the
for
house.
keeping the secrets. Yeah. He's been sick of his brother for a long time.
Yeah, he felt guilty though, because he's the oldest brother. So I think, him leaving the little brother behind, I think there was some guilt carried there
Yeah.
that Jonas would take advantage of with his bitch ass.
Baby Jonas was hunching it down with any and everybody. I just don't understand what kind of demon it is that you are that much of an addict.
And he was
That's
wearing them hoes
crazy.
out. Do you hear me?
Did y'all see Jennifer Lewis talked about her sex addiction?
Yes. I read her book, so I know all about it.
Oh.
Yeah, it
Mm.
was a good read.
I
She
heard
was
her say something
her
about it.
bipolarism is how she was just fucking everybody. It was her
Yeah, they say that people with mental health issues are more likely to have raw sex, take more risks, get married in Vegas type shit.
yeah.
Have sex addictions. It's crazy.
But you know what I love about
Wow.
it though? Why not? Bitch, you was single and you was that girl. Like, I don't know if anybody know how long Jennifer Lewis been looking good and doing
No,
sexy shit. But bitch, if you ain't got, you know what I'm saying? You was okay, you lived.
it made me
Yeah.
think about how, like, if I hear a man has a sex addiction, I'm like, ew. But when she said it, I immediately was like, what qualifies as a sex addiction?
She was just out here fucking these niggas more than she was supposed to be. That's what it was.
Mm.
I don't know.
And then I think she said she stopped once she learned that HIV was becoming an epidemic, right?
Well,
Yeah.
I don't know if it stopped necessarily just because of that, because it's been a minute since I read the book. I should read it again. But people were dying a lot. That's what she was talking about. Like, and I think she didn't really figure out the bipolar situation until like after that, if I'm remembering correctly. But it's been a minute since I read the book. Either way, the way she described it, it didn't seem like it was as high risk as you would think. It was, but not like men would be. You know what I
So
mean?
it wasn't like every day and every night.
It probably was, but it wasn't with just no regular ass nigga. Like, that's what I'll say. I feel like there was a caliber of nigga that she was having sex with. It wasn't just anybody.
Anything.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, now. Well, glad she's here to continue to tell the story.
No, really. I thought she was a lesbian. I'm getting her mixed up with
Jennifer
Wanda
Lewis?
Sykes.
Oh, yeah.
That's who I got her. Because when I saw she had a sex addiction, I was like, I mean, not that, gay people can't have sex addictions, but I was like, oh, okay. And then I was reading more, and then okay. I got her mixed up with Wanda Sykes.
I remember when Wanda Sykes played Biggie Shorty. It lives rent free in my head. Her, if you have, I know Niecy has not seen this movie.
No,
Pootie Tang back in the day.
Damn,
Tang
I forgot about that one.
was like a ridiculous movie, but it was hilarious. And she was just this character in the movie that was like a hoe, but she would be on the corner with playing her music, dancing hard as fuck with these little bitty shorts on and a fur coat. It's just the funniest shit. So whenever I think about Wanda Sykes, I think about Biggie Shorty. Okay?
Biggie Shorty, hilarious.
It was like a body bitch type. It was hilarious.
I thought Pootie Tang was so corny. I was trying to just understand what the hell is going on in here. It's a lot of different weird
Honestly,
shit.
now that I'm older, I think it was smarter than we gave it credit for, because it was speaking on the fact that if a nigga had nice hair and a good body, he could basically be
anything.
Like, yeah, he could. He not really singing. He ain't really saying no fucking words. These hoes is eating it the fuck up because he got a ponytail and a six pack. I think that's what they were speaking on.
That makes sense.
Because
I always go back to Prince whenever I hear that. I always go back to him.
I think it was like a play on like that type of character, because Prince used to get away with anything. When Prince showed up with assless chaps and his hair, they were assless chaps, and his hair was wrapped up, and they really like let him hit that bitch, and I was like,
yeah, I remember that. Yep.
And then The
Only
old
him.
video that comes up all the time. I ain't got no money. He's on stage performing in this blowout in some panties.
Yes.
Like he had on panties. He had on panties in a blowout.
Woo.
I
And
ain't
then
got
it's
no
a rocking
money.
side to side for me. Y'all never. He
Listen, but
was having a
also-
blast though. Like it was a whole ass vibe. Like I'm
It
not gonna
really
hold you.
was. And I was just about to say, and he could have got it too, because
see.
on Purple Rain, the way he would look at you in that deep ass voice, I'm like, yeah, don't stand next to my ear and talk in that deep ass voice. Like, don't be short and little, because you know a lot of times, hello. So yeah, don't put it next to me and then talk to me in that voice, and then look at me in my eyes like a lesbian. It's over, because that's a lesbian glare that nigga used to be giving everybody.
Hilarious. Definitely. Shout out to Prince. May he rest. I hope he's
Okay.
resting well. I still can't believe it's like, damn. they getting
Somebody
up outta
asked a
here.
question.
Oh, what's the question? Where is it?
They said, when and where is the next tour for OLFP?
Atlanta.
TBD. Oh, I thought there was somebody outside of Atlanta. Yeah, Atlanta.
Oh,
September 26th. Get your ticket.
Yes, ma'am. In Atlanta.
Atlanta.
Same spot.
well,
Thank you. Thank
that's
you.
what most of y'all at. That's what most of y'all at. Y'all be
That's
trying to act
true.
like that's not where y'all. That is what most of y'all are at.
Atlanta and then Texas.
And we're making our way downtown. We're gonna get there, girl.
I ain't gonna be no time soon, so get the Atlanta tickets.
Okay.
All
Because they're
right.
gonna be hounding it. I feel like every week, when is the next one? We told y'all to get tickets to this one. Stay ready so you ain't gotta get ready.
So you ain't got to get ready. Okay. The next thing I want us to get into is I want to get into Real Housewives real quick because they've dropped the seating chart for the reunion. And I was not expecting K Michelle. I knew it was possible, but I was not expecting K Michelle to be like first chair right next to Andy. I was expecting her to probably be sitting where Kelly is sitting, potentially. And actually, she probably could have sat where Shamia was sitting, and then Pinky could have sat where Kelly would sit. Like those two seats would be interchangeable. I would think Kelly would be on the end where Pinky is, and maybe Shamia would have moved back into her spot. But I can appreciate K Michelle being there only because a lot of people had things to say about Kay and her not being worthy of being on the show and all this and that. And I feel like for Andy to sit her right next to him like that, in my personal, knowing how we think about the seating chart and how we feel about it, it's like he's solidifying her and letting the people know that she ain't finna go nowhere. Like she's right there, right. So get used to seeing her another season, and I'm not mad at that. On Portia's side, there was another slide that showed Cynthia sitting in between Angela and Portia, and I was so confused by that.
Why?
If they got it on, is it on this one? Yeah, this one here, and it's like for what? She didn't really do a lot. She should have been down there by Phaedra.
What was the difference between the second and the first slide? Because I was like, why are they supposed to
Cynthia was added. Cynthia was added between Angela and Portia for no apparent reason.
Did my Cynthia voice, even though I just kiki with her on Sunday. Okay.
She looked like she's bigger than you on TV, but in that picture,
girl,
she looked so much smaller than you. That was crazy. I mean, not smaller than you.
No, she did. When I thought she was going to be like tall like an Amazon, I thought she was gonna be like 5'10". And when I saw her, I was like, oh, girl, like it felt like she was shorter than me, and she had heels on, but she might be 5. We might be the same height. She might be 5'8". But when I tell you she's petite,
yes, that's what I meant. Like, I thought she would be finer than that, because like they always talking about her butt and stuff like that. And when y'all was sitting next to each other, I was like, Niecy leg look bigger than her leg.
Girl, when I seen that picture, I was
she slimmed down a lot.
I was looking cornbread fed in the picture.
He was. It was definitely giving cornbread, bitch. College greens.
All of it. The mac and cheese with the
okay.
I was like, what? I was shook. But on this commentary, I'm gonna say this is the first time that I saw a seating chart and I was like, perfect, no complaints at all. I think that K Michelle should have been sitting next to Andy, only because it seemed like she had issue with everybody at some point, or everybody had issue with her. And I think putting her in that main seat next to Andy, like, I want answers. I would really enjoy some answers. I saw one of the comments say that Shamia should have swapped with Kelly, but it seemed like K Michelle and Shamia are kind of rocky a little bit when it comes to her comment on nobody in Atlanta wanted me to be friends with you. So I can see why they put Kelly in the middle right there. Love Pinky on the end. And then I also thought it was funny because I saw a comment that said they should have put K Michelle at the end because y'all know she gonna leave anyway. But I thought this was the perfect seating chart. I have no complaints at all. Only thing is, I know Drew was crying because she wasn't sitting next to Portia to sit in her lap.
I know she was upset. Yeah, no, I liked it because I felt like this was Andy letting y'all know that K Michelle is not going anywhere. That's why he set her there. That's what my thing was. I did feel like Shamia needed to be closer. I'm not even gonna front on you. I felt like Shamia should have been closer. Maybe swap with Kelly, like y'all said, but I do understand what you meant. Them possibly, but I don't think they would get into it because I don't think that K Michelle wants to get into it with Shamia. I actually like the way K Michelle responded on last episode, not wanting to dogpile on Shamia in a moment. Like, I kind of appreciated that. So yeah.
I think I agree because the beef that Shamia had is with Portia. So you would think that Shamia would be sitting closer. If y'all really getting into it with the main star of the show, it will only make sense that you're closer to Andy. Matter of fact, they really should have been sending the same scene, but
somebody said it was a cease and desist. That might have did it.
A cease and desist from who? On whose side?
Shamia sent it to Angela so Angela could stop saying she was fucking the Hawks place.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I feel like, why you ain't have to send those. I mean, I get it, but you ain't have to send no cease and desist for that. Like, I ain't fucking no Hawks player. Y'all can believe that bitch if y'all want to. What the fuck?
But did y'all see her interview with Carlos? She said that it was ruining. She said something like she could potentially lose her job with the sports network or ESPN, and that her comments
her about it.
Yeah, but I kind of don't believe that. I kind of don't believe it. Not when you got newscasters. It was just two newscasters who was allegedly having an affair for the longest, sportscasters. And the lady had a baby and then ended up naming the baby after the man who she was fucking with. So I don't believe that. I think that Shamia wanted to have a legal threat. Like, somebody saying that you fucked a Hawks player, like, even if you did, I think that's the assumption when they assume that you a dancer on the team anyway. I think that was probably the assumption when they hired her. So I think she just wanted to make it legal. Like, yeah, shut your ass up. I'm not gonna fight you. I'm gonna do what rich people do, and I'm gonna threaten to sue you.
Correct. You know? That's exactly what I was thinking. I was thinking Shamia probably want to sock it to her ass. Like, bitch, I get you. Just not in the way that you think, but shut your ass up for sure. Thanks for the super chat. Not to change topics, but Jamie, we'll be waiting for your Love Island review. I got y'all. Yeah. I got y'all right after this. Thank you so much. Thanks for the super chat. But yeah, so this is cool. I'm looking forward to seeing how things are gonna go at the reunion because Shamia's saying that she's not gonna be holding back. And a lot of people want answers. I've been seeing some of the questions the people had for Andy. And I think that let me go back to this one. I think they got some good questions. Okay. So the people want K Michelle to open up and talk about who told her about the plot. We shall see how that's going to go down. And I also wonder if Portia and Shamia are even going to have any words, is what I'm wondering. They had so much to say on the Scotland trip. Are they even going to really address anything on the show? So we'll have
to better.
They not. I think that Portia said, see you at the reunion. But I think Portia's very much on like some, bitch, I got the receipts, but let's see what you come like. Based on Shamia's first season, I don't know, I had so much anxiety in my heart and I don't know why. Shamia ain't gonna say nothing. Shamia's not gonna say nothing and Portia's not going to come for. They're not gonna do
it. We gonna see. Because when you say you're not holding back at the reunion, that includes on Portia too.
She holding back. Well, who knows, Jamie? You're right. Because when I watched the interview with Carlos, that was the first time that she confirmed a lot of things with Portia that she previously hadn't confirmed. So
No,
she
well,
might switch up. Who knows?
we'll see.
She's not, new to this. I think she does understand, how to say things for the right moment.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see.
We'll see. How y'all felt about the episode though? We had Angela who wants her daughter to, let her siblings know about her being married. And I don't know. I think the therapist may have said that her daughter should do it, but I don't feel like her daughter has to do it.
Really?
I feel like, yeah, I kind of feel like a little bit to me. I feel like Angela doesn't really know how to have that conversation. Like, it's one thing to say you're married, and another to say that you're married to the same sex, which is why I think she really wants her daughter to say it. She feels like her daughter will be able to better handle that conversation. She's in it. And I don't think Angela wants to say anything inappropriately or out of order or something like that on camera. But at the same time, I kind of feel like they ain't got to know right now. Do they?
They know already.
The way that boy was on them stairs, they definitely know already. But
they probably just didn't know she was married, but they know very much their sister gay.
Yeah. And
I don't even understand why this is a thing.
Well, that's what I was thinking too. Angela? What'd you say, Jamie?
I said Angela. Angela made it a thing.
You think, okay, that's what I was gonna say. I initially thought, like last season when she chose not to tell her mom, I thought maybe her mama was a bit homophobic, or maybe her mama like projected some things on her. But when she came back this season and was like, she said something about, she commented on somebody's post and she said her mom has been supportive of her being gay her entire life. She said when she came out, her mom bought her coming out cookies. So it was never a situation of like, oh, I don't want my daughter to be gay. What I think, and also knowing the information that we know about the daughter getting into it with the grandma and the auntie and something about the car, to me, it seems like Angela and her daughter, because her daughter is from a previous relationship. I feel like Angela and her daughter, and I'm reaching, so whatever. I feel like Angela and her daughter probably had a relationship that seemed a bit more like friends at some point, which is why it seems like her daughter can sometimes be very messy. And then who knows what type of upbringing the daughter had versus the other kids. So I think that in a way, Angela also feels guilty because, like I said, who knows what childhood she had. So I think that Angela always feels responsible in a way for cleaning up her daughter's shit. Like her getting into it with the grandma and the auntie sounded like some shit, only for them to turn around and say that the grandma was the mediator between the two of them. Because I'm like, which one is it? Because when we met the daughter wasn't fucking with the grandma. So it sounds to me like the daughter is very messy. Angela has always covered up for her. And I think that's why she's trying to make it a point to be like, this is your story to tell your siblings. Like, if this is something that you're ashamed of, you need to tell your siblings. That's not something that Angela should be responsible for. It's weird to me. If your mama is supporting you, why would you be ashamed of telling your siblings that you're married to a woman?
I think it's more to do, and this is just from how it looks to me. I think there is something about Charles that's not being said. So for me, the way it looks, Angela would be a woman that would be a pick-me, right? You would be a woman that would be trying very hard to get this man, even if it meant putting your daughter on the back burner, And when they sat down and talked, the way she said, you always telling me everything that's going on with you. I'm like, oh, you used your daughter as like emotional support. When you're good with your man, you're no longer, really talking to your daughter as much. And she feels kind of left out. I feel like she might have kept the truth from her, maybe out of spite, but also out of, I don't feel safe with you. Her living with the grandmother and the auntie and all of that stuff going down, that felt like they've always been go-betweens. Like the grandmother was a go-between, but the grandmother's also probably messy. Like everybody's messy in this family dynamic. It's given, you know how your mama is, and you know how she is about her husband. Like I could see them all not really liking Charles like that, and kind of having their little family bonding over not liking Charles and knowing how Angela is about Charles.
Yes.
So I could see that kind of being a part of the reason why there's a disconnect there. But I didn't like the way Angela shut her down when she went to explain why. Like, why did you shut her down?
That didn't bother. I was actually glad she did, because to me, it felt like the daughter was being manipulative with that. Instead of the daughter said, "Do you want to know why I chose not to tell you? Do you want to know why?" But the fact of the matter is, you chose not to tell your mama. So if you honestly had an issue with your mama, you should have brought that up prior to. That's like one of those things where people try to like do the smoke and mirrors, where it's like, "Hey, I got an issue with you," and then all of a sudden it's like, "Well, do you want to know why I lied? Do you want to know why? Because you made me." So to me, I was like,
I would feel that way if this wasn't like a parent daughter, like a parent child situation.
That's
Mhm.
why I say you could tell they didn't come up like that. It don't seem like they came
Yeah.
up with a parent
Yeah,
daughter
no,
relationship.
it very much feels like you were more of a friend, older sibling type,
Yeah.
situation going on. I
And
do
Mhm.
I do get both
Mhm.
sides, but I feel like I wish Angela would have just let her speak. I do. Let her get it
absolutely.
out. Let her get it out, and that way you could take it from there. But I also didn't like that Angela said she was entitled and spoiled, because when her daughter said, "I take care of myself. I pay my own bills," and then she just repeated it again. I'm like, well, that's what entitled and spoiled is. I want y'all to take care of me. If you're not taking care of her, what makes her entitled and spoiled? It sounds like
Agreed.
you don't want to say whatever the issue is, so you just run for something that will just push it back on her, right? Make shame
Mhm.
her for something instead of acknowledging what the real issue is, which is something Angela obviously doesn't want to talk about. That's what it felt
Mhm.
like.
Yeah. Going back to the smoke and mirrors, I feel like I got that more from Angela because, like you mentioned, she cut her off when her daughter was trying to talk. You want to know why? And Angela was like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to talk. It's like, but you called her
Mm.
there to talk. So if we're going to talk and you want to get this on camera, then let her talk then.
Yeah, that's fair.
So you
Yeah, I
cut
can see
her
it on
off,
both ends.
but then you kind of put her in a controlled environment in a sense with sitting down with the therapist.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like you probably gave the therapist things that you may or may not have wanted to go into when it comes to camera. We could talk about this off camera, but during this time frame, try not to mention this and that. And also understanding that this is your therapist. Sometimes when you go to a therapist that's already seeing somebody else, they're going to be biased to that person's side. So it looks like, especially if you're hearing it from the therapist that, your daughter should say that. Your daughter, but what's wrong with Angela also saying it too? These are your children. These are not your daughter's children that she has to be obligated to let them know,
Right. You
hey,
really
I'm
could tell
married.
them. Like
I'm
the fuck?
married to this person. Like I
No,
I
your
kind
sister
of feel
married.
like
Come on now.
those are your kids.
Yeah.
So it was
I
I
something
definitely
agree.
I would
off.
have told my kids. I'd have been like, man, but y'all know y'all sister married Toya, huh? Yeah, they got married. The fuck
Yeah,
out of
And
here.
she
and
could
low
have did
key,
it together. She could have said, your sister's married, and then I'll let her explain. And that wasn't even offered, which also lends itself to your daughter wanting that support. You weren't even wanting to offer support to her in that with your children.
Right.
but
Okay.
y'all are
So,
right. That is also manipulation on both sides, because
mhm.
why does it even need to be a thing to where
Yes.
you are pressuring her to tell the kids something that's not going to change their lives one way or another if the girl has always been around? So yeah, both of them is fucked
also
up.
it's also like a big thing that why the fuck is you keeping that from everybody? Like, so you got the time to go and get married, but we can't tell people about it. Fuck you getting married for?
No, that's the thing that I'm confused about, because
Mhm.
if you are to the point to where you're gonna marry this woman, this is your person. This is who you were choosing to be with.
Are we
Why
hiding
Mhm.
are you like one foot in the closet, one foot out? Bitch, you married. Like
hello?
I'm not understanding. That's the point that to me where I'm like, I kind of get what Angela's saying in a sense, because that to me just seems very childish. It
It's
seems
all
like
of
you
it is like,
I
hey,
don't know.
she married to Latoya. That's it. The fuck?
right. That's your
The
wife.
question is, was she hesitant to talk about being married in general, or was she just hesitant with sharing this overall? Because it's not just marriage, it's also marriage
Right,
to the same
right.
sex
Mhm.
with the children. Yeah, she didn't tell her mom and them, or at least because she probably was afraid she was going to talk her out. That's why a lot of people go and elope for those very reasons of not being talked out of
Yeah.
that decision. But when it comes to the kids, why does she? I kind of see why she kind of like, I don't have to tell them that. They ain't got to know that. That ain't got no bearing on how I show up as a sister with them. Like I still show up. They need something. I'm answering. Like, what we doing?
That's
We are
weird.
skipping
I'm not
over the
spending time
grandma
with the
too,
damn
though.
girl. Like, I mean, what's? I mean, I don't know. I just don't.
That's weird, bitch.
Why
Please,
is this
I want to know who's
storyline?
married in my fucking family. Maybe it's just me, bitch. I want to who you married to. I need to know who you
At
married
that
to. Who they
age,
cheating
I
on.
don't really give a damn. Like if I'm 10, I'm a 12. I don't give a damn what they got to do. Okay,
Cool.
congratulations.
Maybe that's why. Like I knew what was going on with everybody.
I also never understood couples that go get married and then they have the wedding a year later and they're like, surprise, we've been married a year. Like, who was that for? That was for you. That ain't got nothing to do with
that
us.
promote for.
I support.
You
I
support
like, yeah, I be like, if that's what y'all want to do. I think
Well, I
sometimes
mean,
people want to have stuff for themselves.
But
yeah, but
I be like,
the entire marriage is for yourself. So like at the point in which you feel like this is a prize for us, like it I don't know. I don't get it. I don't get it. To me,
I
it
don't
feels
get
like
it.
a man who does
shit.
a public a proposal for the clout of getting a public proposal. To me, it's like I just don't understand. I don't understand the surprise. We've been married already.
Homophobia. She feels shame about it in some respect. That's what I feel. That's what it
and
really
by the daughter. The
No.
daughter.
You
But
feel
that-
shame about this in some capacity. I don't know why the fuck you feel shame about it from some kids.
I wonder if it's driven by her grandma. I wonder if possibly she has internalized homophobia because of how she was raised, but not by Angela, maybe by her grandma. And maybe it's her mama who allowed her to be with the girl.
That's what it's given.
That to me, that's what I'm thinking. Maybe your mama allowed you to be with the girl, so it's like you kind of over here because you know you could do what you want to do, but then you like you're you know how kids do. You know, one parent says this, the other parent say that. You going back and forth between your mama and your grandma, which is why it's a lot of drama.
So now that got me kind of thinking a little bit too. Listening to y'all now, I'm like, is she not? And it goes back to kind of what Bondi said about being shamed. So are you not telling your siblings because are you afraid that you would influence them, and if they decided to do the same, that it will fall back on you or something? What would be the reason?
That's not how that works. I wish everybody would know that. Like that's not how that works.
Right. We know that's not, but I'm wondering, is that what she's thinking though? Even if we know that's not how
that is how a lot of people think. They really do think that if you see somebody gay, it's going to influence you to be gay, which makes me feel like they're gay. Because if you like, it shouldn't be that easy, bitch.
That's what I'm about to say. Because the reality is, you see gay people all the time. It be people in your family, and they be gay all the time, and you inherently know it. Nobody has to tell you, but it doesn't influence your sexuality.
Exactly. Yeah, 1000%.
And honestly, even if you are, that don't mean you like everybody. Like, child,
Exactly.
I don't like nobody. Like, what's going on?
They be thinking they like, I don't do that. Bitch, ain't nobody looking for. Yeah, I never understood, especially men who do that. I never understood that in general. But that's also why I look at women real crazy when they the type of like gay or bisexual girls that be like kissing for theatrics, like wanting the validation of men, like that type of thing. Because those type of girls who come across like overly wanting to engage with the same sex, to me it seems like it's all for entertainment. And those are the type of girls that come across like, oh, you want everybody. No, you want the attention from everybody. But like y'all said, at the end of the day, just because you're gay don't mean you want everybody.
Right.
I mean that. Because I thought, God, bitch, get off me.
Thanks for the super chat. That little boy ear hustling from the steps low key had me on the floor. Thanks for the super
it was
chat.
hilarious. He was like, I'm like, you know the kids,
Y'all
don't see him?
He was looking just like Charles.
When I tell y'all, I knew so much. Like in my, especially say you got cousins and shit like that. Everybody talking to each other. If you ear hustle, then we gonna be together, and then they gonna tell me, and then I'm gonna tell we gonna talk. Man, the fuck out of here. Everybody be knowing what the fuck is going on.
Hilarious. Okay. What else we had go on? Portia said something that was interesting to me this episode. She was talking to her mom. She was telling her mom about Dennis and how he showed up to the house with the ring. What she said to her mom was that I can't be with you, him, or her. I gotta choose myself. I said, oh damn, you are still fucking with Dennis. And that's why he brought that ring over there, because he felt the way that you got on that stage and mentioned the other two people and likely didn't mention him or whatever it was. He was feeling jelly about it. And
Mhm.
y'all have been doing what we were already thinking that y'all were doing.
Mhm.
Gotcha.
I mean,
Okay.
'cause that's what you do. You go to your old faithful. You know
That's
what I'm saying?
right.
When you back out here on the street, you go and find dick that's, usual or, in general, I preferred that dick. It was
I
cool.
don't do that. I don't
You
do
don't
that.
do that?
Fuck no.
Why
No,
would
I could never do that. I go add another body.
Of course. Of course. In your situation, what do you mean?
No, but I'm not just talking about my ex-husband. I just mean like in
I'm just saying,
general.
who the fuck
Mhm.
else would there be? And you leaving him, so we can't go fuck some. No. Then Portia, you leaving Simon. So you go back to the baby daddy that you always really wanted, but he that's
I feel like this. I think Portia wanted to have crazy sloppy. I don't know. This is just my
that's what
thought, my
yeah.
opinion. And if
Yeah.
I were to get preggo, because we already know Mike is an actor, I'd rather do it with the person that gave me a beautiful child and gonna be a good daddy. So if I end up,
got money.
let me do it with the person that I know.
Yeah, I
Versus,
think she felt safe with Dennis. And honestly, Dennis was giving, I'm coming drop the baby off anyway. Like, let's just go upstairs right quick.
That was my point last week when I
Mhm.
said I know it was fucked up for him to cheat on her when she was pregnant, but I still think that they should have been together. Because if it's to the point in which you're making comments like I can't choose him, her, or you, like if you're still entertaining the man, you should have been with him.
Lied to Sway. She lied to Sway and told Sway that it wasn't nothing going on with that nigga. And I said that shit was a lie then. It was at that dinner. It ain't no baby. Yeah, sure. You still fuck that nigga. That's why I can't choose. Girl, you wouldn't even be having that conversation. Just like you wouldn't have been crying last episode. Why would he bring this?
And then it said, I can't make you choose now. The other thing that I was like, just shook about, I was like, why are y'all talking as though he's not engaged? There's a whole woman
Because he's
that
not
he's
really engaged.
No, he's not really engaged, but Portia is literally talking as though Dennis is a single man. Like, what do you mean you're just gonna choose him? So y'all connection is so strong that there's some understanding that if y'all chose each other one day, y'all would just drop whoever y'all fucking with. Like that's what it is. So I don't know.
That's not gonna happen. He's never gonna drop anybody. The other girl know that he ain't gonna drop nobody. That's why she okay living in that little house with her ring, minding her fucking business because she know who he is and she's okay with him being who he is as long as she got what she need. That's what that's giving. Portia, on the other hand, would have wanted to be chosen in front of everybody because Portia cares more about how the shit look than what it actually is. To me,
That other girl's a bottom bitch though. No shade. I don't know who she is, but what I'm saying is, if he chose Portia publicly, the other girl would still be there.
Yes, absolutely. Because all she wanted is her little house and her ring that she could eventually take down to the pawn shop and get a considerable amount of money for. Dennis must have good dick because I don't understand. There's nothing about the man that was sitting in front of me with the mustache twirled up like this here. Like I wasn't feeling.
No, I don't think he do either.
The clothes was tight. I felt uncomfortable looking at that nigga. I said I can't breathe just looking at him.
No, for real, he looked like he. Let me stop. Let me not get too far.
1, 2, pump 3. 1, 2. Look, all I know is Portia, girl. Shout out to Sway.
That's why he showed that ring though, because they ain't doing it like this. You entertaining them, but ain't neither one of them go get you no ring like this. Shamia, at this Angela dinner thing, this Angela basketball situation, okay? She says that Shamia keeps pushing these narratives, okay? I don't feel like Shamia's pushing no narrative. I think Shamia's saying what the hell it is. Shamia and Angela go back and forth. And then Pinky, I feel like Pinky, this was so damn messy for you to sit up there and say, so you ain't okay good. I just sensed some energy.
I know something. I don't know.
I just sensed something. Cynthia, yeah, it's something's off. I'm like, oh my God, this is crazy. So it was a pile on just a bit. K Michelle wasn't gonna add her 2 cents because she done damn near already added it to everybody else. So she wasn't gonna do it in that moment. But I can appreciate her recognizing that in that moment. But when she got in the confessional saying, if you're my friend, I would want you to hear it from me. It's like, well, then why you didn't go to her? If you wanted her to hear from you could have went straight to her the first time. But Shamia crying in the confessional, that's not it.
You guys don't want me to cry about. You guys
I know you feel unwanted, but that wasn't it.
And it
hurts.
It hurts. They don't want me to be in a friend group. You know what? And they don't want you to be in a friend group. It's sad. It's fucked up. I ain't gonna lie. Your ex-friend fucking over you right now. She being real subliminal about it, but she definitely is pushing you to the outskirts of the friend group, girl. I feel bad for you. The other people don't. I do.
Yeah.
They can't stand Shamia. They say that Shamia is a lap dog, and I'm like, y'all mad at the dog, but not the lap. I don't understand.
A child, and then she called Drew a lap dog, and I'm like, I have to agree. I have to, even though I feel like Drew has had a right to like tag Shamia. I just feel like it is giving that though.
On Angela and on Portia.
It is giving that a little bit.
I mean, even the thing that blows my mind is the ladies who get on it. That's why I said Dennis was probably, not Dennis, Drew was probably upset that she wasn't sitting in Portia's lap at the reunion. Like, she clocked that Shamia was a lap dog, but that's the position you wanted. Honestly, I think both of them are pretty equal in the things that they've done regarding how they moved around Portia. So I don't know. Like I said, this whole cast to me is the only person I like is Pinky. That's the only person I like.
I
enjoy the other women. But the only person I like
is Pinky. Yeah, Pinky. I see that. I can see that.
I like Pinky, but I like Kay.
I like Kelly. I like Drew. I ain't gonna lie. I like Kelly for that moment that everybody else hate Kelly for. I love her for at the table when Phaedra was like, well, what we've learned, she was like, they Portia fucks every night. I'm sorry. Yeah. That was a hilarious moment for me. So I also like the fact that Kelly is broke and it's showing. Like, we're not confused about anything. She's wearing vinyl dresses that are smudged.
T-shirts in the confessional.
Yeah. But you know what? That's what's going on in your life right now, girl. You're going through a divorce. Like, it's hard out here for a pimp.
Y'all was mad when Robin Dixon was doing it though. When Robin Dixon was coming on showing that she was broke, the people was clowning her.
That is not what we disliked about Robin.
I liked Robin them earlier years.
People was clowning Robin in her townhouse.
Nah,
Ashley Darby.
We clowned Robin because Robin was a fucking bully. Robin was a drunk ass pussy patting bully. Okay,
you doing this reminded me of her pointing her finger in Monique's face.
That's one of our favorite scenes.
Monique had that umbrella.
Bitch, you better make about my face. Now, y'all remember the scene I'm talking about is when Wendy read her the fuck down and she was drunk, laid in there fucking with Wendy about. Remember that season?
When they were sitting in the couch and she read her filth when they was on that cash trip and she was talking about, oh my gosh, I won't forget that episode.
That was the turning point with Robin for me. I think how they was doing Wendy.
I did not like Robin because I don't like no Gretchen ass bitch. I'm sorry. Like, bitch, be your own person. Be your own person, bitch. Like, and then y'all know what I felt about Robin. I felt like Robin is one of them hoes that, you was secretly in love with Giselle. That's the reason why you let her play with you like that and boss you around and play in your faces because you secretly want to finger fuck her. That's what I think. You secretly want to finger fuck her. That's why she, let you be her little lap dog because she know you want to finger fuck her.
I thought I think differently. I think that she probably saw Giselle as more of a not so much Siamese twin, whereas Ashley Darby, if you would have said that about Ashley, I'm with you. I think it could have been a little bit of
Ashley.
Robin wanted putting Ashley in the position of a Giselle, how Bonnie just said. Ashley probably Robin probably Ashley.
You think Robin wanted Ashley?
She the freakiest woman on the cast.
No. Because the thing was
no about the freakiest person, but then say when it comes to Giselle.
No, it's not about that. It's not about Giselle wanting Robin. It's about Robin wanting.
That's what I'm saying. Robin wanting Ashley.
But the thing is, if she ever wanted Ashley, she would have already had her. Yeah. Because Ashley is so out there. With Giselle is that long stand, I want to be your sidekick. I want to please you because I want to fuck you, but I can't fuck you.
Yes,
but with
I'll
Ashley,
never have you. But I'm yearning. Like,
I'm not saying I agree, but I understand the logic. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, you don't have to agree with me, but just understand my logic on this shit.
As besties as they are, y'all don't. Let me not. Y'all don't think that they.
Who's
What?
besties?
Robin and Giselle.
Wait, so what you mean y'all don't think? What you trying?
Because how y'all saying it is, I really want to be able to as if she doesn't have a chance or didn't already have a chance.
I don't think she would. I don't think
don't
Giselle is gay.
I don't think so. I think it's something.
Do you know how many women in Housewives be like they ain't gay?
And they are. I don't look past nobody.
The other
I
ones
just
would
don't.
be-
But they play in those ponds.
I think Giselle is a little older, so I think she would know somebody liked her like that and kind of like use it and maybe like passive aggressively flirt, but not actually fuck them. That's what I think. Good Robin is gay coded.
Not gay coded.
She is though. Robin is a soccer playing white girl. Like
she gives the girl from Love and Basketball, the girl that's like, you was only here because Tanya got pregnant.
Oh damn,
that type of gay girl. That's the type of girl that she gay. She is. I'm not gonna say
here because Tanya Randall got pregnant, bitch.
She
was
is
done recruiting.
Gay coded, and I think that's the perfect way to explain it. Because I love the way that we be reaching, but we be reaching with logic.
Yeah, nah, this is not a far reach. Okay. This is not a far reach. All the hoes on Atlanta are basically kitty clickers. Leave me alone. Okay.
Yeah, that's for sure. That's for sure.
Thank you for the super chat. Just want to shout out you amazing queens, my favorite USA creators. Love from London. Thank you. Big up my Caribbean people and prayers to everyone in the chat. Robin loves Giselle. Thank you so much for the super chat.
Giselle is the type of person that's gonna let you eat her out, but she's not gonna eat you out in return. Like she don't want to be with you, but she'll let you eat her out. To me, if we was drunk one night, you remember how Portia was like, somebody's eating my and remember Portia and Giselle are not that different.
I remember Portia said
they different. I think that Portia is just one of the very few people that Giselle would sidekick for. That's it.
Okay.
Really?
Oh, facts. Yeah. When they was on the girl chat. You don't remember?
Yeah, no, I didn't watch that because I don't like them. I'm sorry. Yeah. I don't watch people I don't like because I know they're gonna upset me and I don't have temperament.
They were on a season of Girl Trip together as well.
Yes, they were, and I hated that. I did. You're right.
And Giselle made it very obvious. Like her superiority wasn't as high as it usually is on Potomac. It was very much like Portia, you had boss. Like I'm a
yeah. I could definitely see that for sure because Portia's younger. Like Giselle understands like placement.
Yes.
She understands placement.
Yeah, she understands rank.
Okay.
This is a course in sociology, you guys. That's all.
It really is. And y'all, like the head of the Mean Girls, a lot of the times are just angry little bitches because they're gay. Like, y'all know what they say about the actual movie Mean Girls? Because at the end of the movie, the head Mean Girl starts playing lacrosse, and she's around a whole bunch of other lacrosse playing girls.
I did not think that, but that makes sense because Mean Girls, she stopped fucking with Janice because she said Janice had a crush on her. She was why have I never thought about that till right now? She was gay the whole time, and you like Janice. That's why she was. I never caught that.
It was hilarious. I didn't catch it at the beginning, but somebody brought it up. I said, you know what? You ain't fucking lying. She was like a lacrosse player at the end of the movie. It was like she was able to get her aggression off, but she was also at the bottom of a pile of big ass women. So it was that.
Damn. Thanks for the super chat. Justice Moore, the way Bondi got me using kitty clicking. I'm happy to be spending my Thursday night at work with you ladies. Thank y'all so much for the super chat. As we speak on all of this, I want us to get into what August Alsina had to say. It appears that Young Thug did like an interview talking about, I guess, men switching up, going from straight to gay, and he has an issue with that. So August Alsina had something to say.
There was a comment that I seen Young Thug make about randomly saying like, I can't respect niggas who just turn gay or some wild shit like that. And number one, it's very strange to me when niggas got all type of shit going on in the world in their life, but a gay be the conversation. We're talking about grown men. This is Like, nothing keep the black community in a chokehold with a conversation like the gay conversation. It always has had y'all in the chokehold, and it always, unfortunately, always will. But just think about that. Like, I think some years ago, I remember, who was it? Breakfast Club randomly saying to me something about, in one of my interviews, like, you know, Young Thug posted you on his IG, and I guess he just posted a picture with the caption underneath, said pure. I didn't know bro at that time like that, and I mean, still barely know bro, see bro in passing or whatever, but you know, that was his way of showing love. But what I'm saying is, I know that I can randomly be on people's mind unprovoked. So that comment I took personal, because it's like, niggas be crazy. And it's time to start calling out stupid. Now, the older I get, I'm not into convincing people that they stupid no more. Your life will show you that. Life results will show you that. But the older I get, at the same time, I am into simply saying that's stupid. Like, that's a dumbass take. That's dumb. Like, we talking about what, I don't even know why this shit would even be a conversation with it. You think about the idea that you're saying that you don't respect somebody because they gay or whatever, because they turn gay or whatever, nigga. Why is this shit on your mind as a man who just got out of jail by the fucking grace of God? Why? There's so much shit you could be talking about, but this is the shit that's on y'all mind. That tells me way more than I need to know about you niggas, bro. Like, that shit got y'all brain in a chokehold that you will randomly, nobody even got to be talking about nothing, no gay shit. That shit just come up out your mouth because it's on your mind. Like, if I know that, nigga, I just was facing buku years in prison and by God's grace, I was able to get out. What? I'm not worrying about none of that. And like, when you talk about respect, I respect niggas who can pay their own bills. I respect niggas when you go to jail and you gotta do your jokes. You do your fucking jokes. I'm not crying, calling, complaining. I don't gotta call no other celebrity nigga for my bail money. I got me. That's what I respect. Since niggas talking about what they respect and what they don't respect. Like, what is we talking about? Talk about something beneficial, bro. I don't know what's wrong with you niggas. And because it's people that society put in place as their quote unquote leaders, stupidity drops down from that person to this person to that person. Then it's a domino effect. There was,
baby, the way this is my first time listening to everything. I first time clicking on the video, right? But what I love is the fact that August says in so many words, I still beat your motherfucker. Like, don't get this twisted. I'm still a thug.
The hand patting, like, you know, that's some New Orleans shit for you. That hand patting is, nigga, I don't know who the fuck, like, nigga, I gotta hit myself because I smacked the fuck out you. Okay, like, I be forgetting that.
I missed something.
The energy. What's up?
He didn't say his name, did he?
Who, Young Thug?
Yeah, Young Thug didn't say August. So that's why I was laughing, because I'm like, a hit dog is hollering. And I also was laughing because I'm like, yeah, I know y'all in the comments gonna say that we be reaching, but I'm gonna reach with this one. And the vibe to me was kind of giving that you like him or y'all have had relations and that you're even body confused.
No.
I'm gonna give you my
Let me reach and I'm gonna bring it back.
Okay.
I don't know if this is true. This is just where my imagination and my assumption took me. Number one, I was like, why is he so mad? Number two, why is he talking about this for so long? Number three, a hit dog is hollering. And to me, it's like, if he didn't name you specifically, maybe you've had a specific interaction with him to where you feel extra mad about him saying that shit. So to me, I'm like, maybe you know something about Thug that we don't know. Maybe you feel like Thug is gay and you know for a fact he is. So that's why you even more mad that he would come to the front and make a comment like that. Because I'm like, why are you taking it personal? Unless you've had a personal interaction with this man, let it be a conversation, a DM, a sexual interaction, something. Like, I'm not understanding why he was so upset unless you know something about that man, because nobody said August Alsina.
I think that's a good way to look at it. And I don't know if the question if they were just talking about him and that question came up or what led to that, but I think that's a good way to look at it. I was wondering could it have something to do with the fact that, you know, Tory and August got into it? My assumption would be that maybe Thug is cool with Tory, and there may be some other issue over there potentially that why he don't like August, maybe. But I think what you came up with is very, very possible. Maybe got a crush on him. Maybe you do know something.
Okay, well, can I take it back down for a second?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead, because you don't get the chance to do that often. Take it down. Take it down.
Simply, we already know that August is bisexual. Okay, we already know that August is somebody that technically turned gay because, right? You know, we just saw you with Jada, and everybody was mad at Jada because you was with Jada, and then you pop out with your little boyfriend that's younger than you, and we got eyes on you about that situation. Okay. But either way, we know you over there sucking dick, right? So like, it ain't even like a hit dog hollering because the nigga is saying he's gay. Like to me, hit dog hollering will more so be like, nigga, you ain't even gay. Why you in this comment? You know what I mean? But he is. So the way gay people get aggravated by people like this, like, because we also feel this way about Boosie, right? So, but like you said, it is because we think that person is secretly gay and they just, you know, if you homophobic, you gay. Like that's kind of how it works. So it is a nigga, why you talking about this with your fucking, you know, probably gay ass? Also, I would feel the same way because we forgot Jeffrey? We forgot that album? Like Young Thug, shut the fuck up. Like, what are you talking about? How you out? Like, you're somebody that tried to play with gender bending. That's why I get so aggravated with people because all of that shit be under an umbrella of queerness. You can play around with it when you decide to, but then you want to say some weird shit. So I guess the straight dudes could remember that you're straight. I don't know, but it's like, nigga, shut the fuck up. Because nobody knows what y'all do when y'all be in jail. And I always feel like the only reason you niggas is straight is because y'all not in jail. So, you know. Yeah, it's pandering. He's pandering to some niggas. He's trying to get the validation of some straight niggas. And it's like,
I think I was also curious because when August, I don't know why he took it so, I can understand the aggravation, but aggravation to the point to where you come online and respond to it as though it was a direct comment towards you. When I remember when he first posted the picture, like people insinuated that he was gay when he first came out. Well, he didn't come out. When there were pictures of him and the boyfriend, he like posted something that like insinuated he was gay. People were asking for confirmation and he never really flat out confirmed, yes, I'm gay. So to me, it just felt very interesting that when people were directly wondering if you were gay because it was a rumor that you were with that man and then you had pictures but still would never confirm that you were gay, you didn't do it. But when Thug makes a comment generally about gay people, whether it be ignorant or not, you feel like you need to respond to it directly? That it just don't add up to me.
No, it sounds like you got a point. It was a build up and he went to the left with it.
All I know is them niggas gay, niggas gay, niggas gay, niggas gay. Like all the niggas gay. I don't care. Everybody.
Hey guys, do me a favor. Make sure that you guys are liking up the video if you have yet to like up this video. Okay. Also, make sure that you're going to Eventbrite to get your tickets that we have, okay, for the show coming up in September. And also make sure that you guys are following us over on the Facebook page, okay? Make sure you're doing that. And you're also following us on Instagram, TikTok, all the things, okay? This is going to be a short show. I know y'all upset. It's going to be okay, all right? This is where we go ahead and we wrap things up, all right? So you can find us over here on social media. All the information is listed below. We thank you guys so much for spending the time with us, okay? Because we trying to go and see a little piece of B2K and Pretty Ricky too, okay? Even though these verses don't even make no damn sense because one of them was giving high school and the other one was giving I'm a little piece of grown, I'm in college, but it's okay because we're gonna get through it. But that's all that we got for you all tonight. Thank you all so much for joining us, and we'll catch y'all in the next one. Bye.